got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Said I'm getting thick, so I put it on display.
With this rhymes, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set, 8, read. Kill. 61, Max, big trip.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Second and 12 at the 35-yard line.
On the ready. Blue draw Corkers.
55. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Ready.
On second and 12, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Jones now on third down. He's going to go for a big play, and that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be taken very short. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Haskins and the Redskins come up first and 10 at their own 16.
Everyone got 4 down. Check 37. Switch. Check safety.
49, check 49, check
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On 2nd down, Love. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 3rd down, Haskins. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Dexter Lawrence gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
At the 4-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, Delta.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. DRC, Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie getting in there to break it up.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Hey.
From just shy of midfield, Haskins throwing the out route incomplete. That's Love. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
Safety's creeping.
On first down, it's Haskins. Being chased out left. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Hey, Haywood. Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Now.
Throwing, Jones. Looking for Shepard deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. And even 40 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jones. Off the play fake. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Show. Off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Check 13.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, and now it's 2nd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. 56. Signal West. Ready.
Now Jones. And incomplete as the screen there unsuccessful. So now 4th down coming up. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Remember with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check 99. Any weapon. Check it. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Look, 64. Sweet. Neil.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
47's the Mike, boys. 47. Check, 47. Hayward. Here we go. Jim.
From the 44, Haskins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Off play action. Jones. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
SOS. Hey, alert 3. Slam. Check. Let it go.
They'll start the drive with Love here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the shot. 25. Check 25.
They'll run with Love. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 3. Under 10. 10. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Let's go. Come on. Switch. Check the backer.
This is Love. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
2 straight 4-yard runs, and it is steadily working the ball downfield. To me, they're staying right on schedule. First down, you want 4 yards or more to set up the rest of the drive. They're getting exactly that.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. That's it. I got you, boy. Check 24. Check 24.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Back to the ground on first, it's Geis. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Right now in the second quarter on the defensive side, they got to feel pretty good about what they're doing.
They should embrace the feeling they have now, embrace the way that they're playing, and continue that through the half. I know defensive coordinators, sometimes they overthink it, start wondering how they're going to be attacked. Just keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
Touchdown, Washington! A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now it's Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Hey, Zoo. Get it.
2nd and 1.
Check 55.
He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down at the 23-yard line.
Ready? 90 Wolf. X3. 218 Chopper. Hey, Orvis. Snap.
On 1st and 10, Jones. He's going to let it go deep. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Love. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
Come on now, let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On 1st down, here's Love. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. On 2nd and 9, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Redskins.
On 1st down, Love. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Geis with the carry on second down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll try and run for it. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
56. I'm here.
Jones now to throw from his end zone. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Fielded at about the 28. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, come on. Check, 47. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check 43. 47's the mic. You hold this. Check 15. Check 15. Go. Check 3. Check 3. Check Mike 47.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Hey, switch gears.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Haskins will throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Let's go, man.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. Dancing to Jones, hit, and the ball's out. And the Redskins scoop it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Love. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Going to give it to Love. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal. Now this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. On 3rd and goal, Haskins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Hopkins with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Barkley. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 33 as we ironically approach 3:33 remaining in the quarter. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll go to Barkley again. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And this one complete to Reed. A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards.
Here we go.
A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Shut up.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Got a man out of the backfield. It's Chris Thompson. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game.
We got 4. 31's the mic. Go. Go. 31's the mic. I can't believe that you.
Throwing on first down. Haskins. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Yeah, I got you. 31's the mic. I got one. 31's the mic.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Haskins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Bravo.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Jones on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And the Giants have it, it's picked up. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. On first down, Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Throwing again on second down. Haskins. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, it's Haskins. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. So here are the Redskins now. An important 2-point conversion.
Pick it up, G. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Joker, 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 joker. Go, go. Check 99. Hey, hey, watch it.
They'll try and run it here. And he'll get in as they're back within a score now. The lead's down to 7. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Giants, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, it's lost.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When it come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mid dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many mil. Cause bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows.